10 most bizarre shoes in history. Shoes are often a fashionista's best friend, but these wacky kicks leave a lot to be desired. Some are completely unrealistic while others are just totally ugly. So, you thought you had the best collection of shoes, huh? Just wait. This list will blow your mind and tell you that shoes can be bizarre too. Some are worthy of your collection, while some are best left on the shelf. Number 10. Okobo, Japan. Since 18th century to present. Since the 18th century, Japanese apprentices, or maiko, have been donning Okobo clogs not just for creating a fashion statement, but for practical reasons as well. The 5.5-inch high heels save their kimono from getting muddy. The shoe is made from natural wood, and the sole is hollow and produces a distinct sound while walking. The V-shaped cloth thong is colored and is based on the apprentice's status. The new apprentice has to wear red, and the one who is about to finish the apprenticeship wears yellow. Number 9. High heels, but for men. In the 1700s. If you thought high heels are reserved for women, think again. When the breeches and the tailor coat came into vogue, the focus of the European men moved to the lower part of the body. They soon got an itch to flaunt their legs, and so they started wearing heels. The trend came in when French Emperor Louis XIV started wearing them. Anyone and everyone followed in suit. For a laugh, picture today's presidents and prime ministers sporting the latest high-heeled offering from Prada. Number 8. Kabkabs, Lebanon, from 14th to 17th century. Kabkabs are wooden stilts that are studded with silver and were worn by Lebanese women. The name was given by the sound it produced while walking, and it was a symbol of regality. The upper part was embroidered with gold or silver. Sometimes in bathhouses, it was also worn by men. Theirs had little carvings and an upper leather strap. Because brides were often young, bridal Kabkabs could have platforms of over 2 feet. Number 7. Birch bark shoe, Finland, from mid to 20th century. To protect the inner expensive leather shoes from rain, snow, and mud, bark shoes were worn by women in 1900s. This shoe had cloth foot wrap inserts. They were prominently carved out of birch bark, and their lifespan was just a week. People from Russia, Sweden, and Norway wore similar kind of bark shoes. Number 6. Chopines, Italy, 1580 to 1620. If you have a fetish for shoes, you'll be amazed to see the Italian Chopines. But the sad part is that it's put on display only in museums. Their popularity began during the Renaissance, and their main aim was to make the wearer look different and stand out from the crowd. Just like Okobo, they were 5-inch heels and were extremely expensive. The irony was that since women used to wear long gowns, it used to get hidden under their dresses. Number 5. Heelless Shoes, 2007. Very recent in origin, they were first displayed on Antonio Barati's fashion show in 2007. Victoria Beckham was the first personality to don them in 2008. According to its designer, these unnatural shoes do not pose any problem to the wearer who get acquainted with their use in just a few hours. However, the medical fraternity have raised their concerns, saying these shoes could cause damage to the spine, feet, and knees permanently. Picture the hind legs of a dog, then try to imitate how they walk, and you'll get a pretty accurate idea of what these shoes must be like. Number 4. Padukas, India, 1700s. Credited to be India's oldest footwear, were worn by sages or Hindu sadhus. They have a knob and post which is located between the first 2 toes. The materials used to make these were iron, ivory, wood, and silver. And when you stroll through the ancient streets of Varanasi, you can still find people wearing them. Come to India to get a glimpse of these toe knob sandals. Number 3. Wooden bridal shoes, France, late 19th century. You can find these bridal shoes in Bethmail Valley, and their history dates back to the 9th century. At that time, local villagers attacked the camp of Moorish invaders who had earlier kidnapped their village women. After their victory, the villagers stabbed their enemies with the sharp tip of the clog, which were made from the trunks of walnut trees. After this incident, men created similar clogs for their future brides, and in their folklore, the higher the point, the more true their love. Number 2. The Ballet Boot, 1980s to present day. Started off as being a fetish shoe, the ballet boot soon gained popularity in Japan as a fashion statement. The contemporary footwear is not intended to be worn for extended periods of time. It resembles the traditional slipper that had high heels, but the impression for the audience is that the wearer's feet reach to an endpoint. Worn by such celebrities as Beyoncé, Lady Gaga, and Christina Aguilera, these shoes are known to epitomize pain. And now, proving that beauty is pain, our number 1 most bizarre shoe. Number 1. Lotus shoes, China, 10th century to 2009. Foot binding was a gruesome tradition practiced in China which has endured over 1,000 years. Women were almost crippled in the name of fashion, and in those days, if a woman had normal feet, she was considered unfit for marriage. So, having lotus feet was more of a status symbol. The feet of the girl were broken, then tied so as to restrict the length to 3 inches. Though today you can still find these shoes in museums, you can still find elderly women with cramped feet. The last company who mass-produced these torture devices finally removed Lotus shoes from their lineup in 1998. As usual, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, be sure to like it and leave a comment. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button to see more awesome Top 10 clips. We come out with Top 10 videos just for you every week. You can also now follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and other social media platforms. Check out the links in the description.